good evening, everybody. We want to get this party started the right way. What's up, baby girl?
Hey, Pastor Mel, how are you doing
It's
today? How
going
was your
well.
weekend?
It was a great weekend. It was fabulous. We had a lot of good things in the midst of the challenges and such, but the Lord blessed and delivered, and grateful
Well,
for
I was running around the house Sunday on that word that you gave. Like, Lord have mercy.
it. Well,
And
bless the
why
Lord.
Pastor Mel trying to use me in his
No, I won't in your Kool-Aid. I was in my own.
I said, who else
That's how
going
that
through what?
works. Oh, that's
Oh,
how that
it was
works.
good. It was good. I tell you that.
Well, praise the Lord. I'm thankful and grateful just to be able to be transparent. That's
Man,
just
I
want to be
love it.
honest. Want to be real with it. We got our beautiful sister Carol Casper is in the house, and we say, "Good evening, my dear. It is good to see you as always." Let me pull that up right there. Yeah, there we go. Good to see you. Good to see you. Here's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, as you're coming into the room. Tanya, would you give us some admin type of stuff that we might need that would help us to get the right people in the right place and in the right position?
Of course, I love some admin. So, hey, look, if you are viewing this on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, because I do know we are streaming live on Instagram, you want to make sure you click like and click share. You want to make sure that you click like and click share. Get your pen and paper handy because you're going to hear some information that you did not know about prior to this video broadcast that you are actually listening to. Hey, we are unlocking your blessed life. And the question of the day is why now is your time to make your move? So we want to welcome you all. Put your name inside of the chat. Go ahead and chime in where you chiming in from because I'm in Fayetteville, North Kakalaki. And Pastor Mel, you in San Antonio, Texas. How's the weather? Because I know it's kind of, I say frio down here.
No frio, no frio.
No,
It's warm. It's what? It's 65, maybe even 70,
oh,
something like that.
that's good.
Yeah. A
That's
little rainy
good.
today, gray
Me
skies
too.
today mostly, but we'll take it. Look, we got rid of that snow. Snow
I
had to
know
go.
that's no gone. I said the same thing. I took the rain over the
Yeah,
snow
yeah,
anytime. Anytime.
absolutely. And that look, and folks still from the north, they laughing at us talking about what snow?
No, they was laughing at me too, talking about so now you know you from Cleveland. That ain't no snow. I
Yeah,
said, hey, it is some
that's my
snow. It's
past
not
life.
as much
Yeah,
as it
that's my
is up
past
there,
life.
but it's definitely snow.
That's my past life. Absolutely. Well, listen, I made a blunder. I had my other device on Instagram open as you trained me. You did a great job. I can't blame this on you, coach. You had me to do it right, but I must have did something wrong because my
Oh my
gram is
God.
no longer
It's
there. I
all
don't
right.
maybe my
You
computer
gonna get it.
rebooted.
You
I
gonna
don't
get
I
it.
don't know, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. What we're gonna do? We're gonna jump right off into the heart of this conversation. And
All
we want
right.
to encourage you all, if you have not already shared this with someone, put it on your wall, invite a few people, and let's get this party going because we got a hot one, and we're not gonna do all the
Yes.
talking. We're gonna let it used to be what was that Yellow Pages I think it was. Let your fingers do the walking.
Let the fingers do the walking.
Yeah, we gonna let these videos do the walk. They're gonna walk us through because we got a point that needs to be made, and we gonna work smarter, not harder. But we do want to make sure that we give you good content and something valuable to help your life, because this whole thing is about helping you to tap into your blessed life, and to tap into it, you got to unlock that thing. There are some keys required. Danny is in the house. Much love to you, my dear. There are some keys that are required to unlock that blessed life. And tonight we're talking about why now is the time to make your move. If you listen, if you ever thought about making a move,
Hmm.
ain't no time to waste, and there is no time to be waiting. Talking about I'm waiting on this, I'm waiting, man. I'm gonna give you 8 reasons, and then we're gonna keep it moving on that. Is that all right? That's
That's
what we're
all
gonna
right.
do. But before we even get there, let's start with a video that kind of gives us some perspective. I want the video to speak for you, because if you don't know now, you will. Let's take a look at this. Why it's so important to know that now is the time to make your move. Take a look.
These are roughly 28,835 jelly beans. I counted out 500 of them and used those to weigh the rest. In this pile, there's one jelly bean for each day that the average American will live. You might have more beans in your life, or maybe less, but on average, this is the time we have. Here's a single bean. It's your very first day. A special day, but kind of a rough day on everyone involved. Add 364 more and you have the first year of your life. Now, for a sense of scale, here are your first 15 years, 5,475 days, which brings us to the threshold of adulthood. And at that moment, this is the time that we have left. And this is, on average, what we will do with all that time. We will be asleep for a total of 8,477 days. If we're lucky, some of that time we'll be sleeping next to someone we love. We will be in the process of eating, drinking, or preparing food for 1,635 days. We'll be at work, hopefully doing something satisfying, for the equivalent of 3,202 of those days. 1,099 days will be spent commuting or traveling from one place to another, maybe a little bit more if you live in LA. On average, we will watch television in one form or another for a total of 2,676 days. Household activities, like chores and tending to our pets and shopping, will take another 1,576 days. And we will care for the needs and well-being of others, our friends and family, for 564 days. We'll spend 671 days bathing, grooming, and doing all other bathroom-related activities, and another 720 days will go to community activities, like religious and civic duties, charities, and taking classes. After we remove all those beans, this is what remains. This is the time that we have left. Time for laughing, swimming, making art, going on hikes, text messages, reading, checking Facebook, playing softball, maybe even teaching yourself how to play the guitar. So what are you going to do with this time? How much of it do you think you've already used up? If you only had half of it, what would you do differently? What about half of that? How much time have you already spent worrying instead of doing something that you love? What if you just had one more day? What are you going to do today?
Man, I don't know if y'all like jelly beans like that, but don't miss the memo for the jelly beans. Maybe you don't like jelly beans, but it ain't about the jelly beans, y'all. There's a message in there. Coach Tanya, what do you get out of that? Why is it so appropriate that we understand that why now is the time to make our move? Why now?
Now, because, hey, you don't know when the time is up. You don't know when your time is up. I just was telling somebody earlier, I got more time behind me than I do ahead of me, because you just never know.
Man.
I was having a conversation with you about my classmate. It hurt me so bad to be ready to make a change, and then you can't.
Just like that, gone.
Just like that.
Just like that. That's you. You were in Egypt, and she's telling you, "Hey, I'm ready to get started. I want to start traveling with you and doing all this stuff. I've been watching you." And then weeks later, gone.
I get back. Not even a week later.
Yeah. Oh, last week. My God. Yeah.
Not even a week later. It's just here today, gone tomorrow. And hit me so hard because I was like, dang, I just talked to you.
Talking to her. Absolutely. These are the bitter realities, and sometimes, we don't like to discuss them. We don't like to talk about them because, it is what it is. But the reality is, we were never meant to stay here, and we got to make sure that we're good stewards of our time.
Yes.
We got to make sure that we use it wisely, because we don't know how much of it we will have left. None of us knew. None of us know. We never did. And they said something that jelly bean, some of y'all using a whole lot of extra time in that bathroom. You know, I ain't gonna talk about that.
A lot of nothing. I mean, I've spent some time. I've spent some days doing a whole bunch of nothing.
Woo, days. Oh, you're doing good if you spend days doing it.
Yeah,
we got folk with weeks, months, years, nothing.
yeah. And it was
Not,
one of the questions that was in the jelly bean video that stood out and said, "What if you only had half of that time?
What would
you do? Like, oh wow, like, dang.
Man,
What I mean, would we? I mean, like, dang, what I've done? There's some things that I would do different.
absolutely. And we don't want to wait to start making those changes because what you just said, we don't know how much we have left. I heard somebody today say about 70 something years, 72, 3, 4, 5 years, which is the average life expectancy, somewhere in that neighborhood. They said that is 30,000 days. That's the equivalent.
Wow.
So when you count those jelly beans, that's 30,000, you see. And when you start dividing, if you look at it like with that perspective of candy, you kind of, wait a minute now. I ain't got to feed them beans. Now remember, man, my God, when 15, 16, man, anybody that was over 35 was old.
Yeah.
Don't let me meet somebody that's 40.
And I get offended. I get offended when people like this. You an old lady. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
No. I'm not old. I'm only 47.
Exactly. Man, what
almost
happened?
50. You know, but you know what? I love it because this traveling been helping me. I feel younger.
It'll do that for you. Praise the Lord.
I feel younger.
Praise the Lord. We got Giovanna is in the house. It is good to see you, darling. We got Danny is in the house. It's good to see you, darling. And we got Evangelist Shaida is in the house all the way in Pakistan, tracking with us. I think it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning over there. So we're grateful.
I also see some folks. We got Anthony Montgomery from Hopkins, South Carolina is in the house. We got Carmel Palacio. Anthony laughing at us. I'm just saying, we just telling the truth up here. It may come out funny, but if you really sit back and think about what's going on, especially what's going on in the world, we ain't got that much time no more time to be fooling around.
No, not at all. Not at all. In fact, let me go ahead and get into some of this educational material that I wanted to share with y'all tonight. Conversation, and we're going to put some videos in between because it's a method to this madness. Don't get it twisted. But why now is the time to make your move? And we got a move that we believe that everybody should make and get in position. But we're going to say the best for last. But just understand this. Here's how the math works on this type of thing. Why now is the perfect time. I will even say the only time to make your move. Number one, because yesterday's gone, y'all. I want you to get the gravity of that. If you're anything like me, there's probably been a few moments when you tried to go back, you tried to keep it at a standstill and reach behind you and grab something from yesterday, last week, last month, last year, and you wanted to
30 years ago. Yeah.
Come on. Somebody put it in the comments. There are no do-overs. Now, you could do something, but you won't do it over. Not that. You only get one chance to do what you do. It's done. It's a wrap. Finished. So yesterday is gone, and we got a lot of people trying, if you will, to live in the past. It's not possible, not practical. Practical. It's not possible. You can't go back. So we got to get this right, y'all. Why now is the time to make your move? Because you're not moving nothing in your past. You're not moving anything that's behind you. So that's number one. But number two, we're going to move. We're going to keep it moving. Number two, tomorrow will be based on what you do today.
Mm-hmm.
My God. Did y'all catch that? Tomorrow will be based on what you do today. So whatever decision you make, whatever choices you commit to, whatever it is or ain't, I know that's bad English, but get the point. Make sure it's what you want it to be for tomorrow. Because your tomorrow is being made up by what you decide and what you choose today. Tanya, is that right?
That's right. I'm with you when you're right, Coach.
Hold on, I
You can't
got
change
angel
tomorrow.
eyes.
No way. You can't change yesterday, but you can change your tomorrow if you do
That's
what you
right.
need to do today.
Absolutely. I didn't see my auntie coming in. We got Auntie Gloria is in the house. Hello from New York. Why now? Absolutely. We got Angel Eyes SC. She says, no do overs. Finito. Let's go and let God. Absolutely
right.
right, y'all. So why now is the best time to make your move? Number one, yesterday is gone. Number two, tomorrow will be based upon what we do today. Number three, and we're going to give you one more, and then we're going to take a break and go to a commercial here. Number three, you've already been preparing for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Tanya, tell me if it's been true for you. A lot of times, I've just not felt I was ready for what God was calling me to. And I thought I needed more of this, I needed more of that, I needed more training, and I'm all, I was always the one reaching for, well, not yet. You gotta do this first, and when I do that, then I'll get this, and then I was that kind of guy, for a long time. I'm not that anymore, but I was that guy. And then it dawned on me, kind of like David when he said, the question of his kingship, and he had to go through Goliath, that giant. He thought about it. Wait a minute. I killed the lion and I killed the bear. That giant in front of me looks just right for my next. See, and sometimes we don't understand. All that prep work has already gone in. And while we waiting on stuff, fixing on stuff, He's already been working it out for our good. Yes. We have been prepared for now already. So that's why now, y'all, is the time to make your move. You don't have to wait for not one more another thing. Now's the time. What do you say on that, Coach Tanya?
I say that's just like with prayer. If you prayed for a thing and prayed for a thing for years, and when it finally come through, part of us be like, I'm being transparent about myself. I've always wanted to see the world. Didn't know how I was gonna go about doing it, because I was so busy focusing on what I didn't have.
Right.
How I'm gonna do this.
Right.
It wasn't until I actually trusted and said, you know what? If God ordered it, He gonna make the provision.
Somebody write that down. If He ordered it, He gonna make the provision for it. That's how God works, y'all. Number 4, we got to keep this party going. Keep it moving. Why now's the time? The perfect time. The only time to make your move. Number 1, yesterday is gone. It ain't coming back. Number 2, tomorrow will be based upon what we do today. Number 3, you've already been prepared. You've been preparing this whole time and didn't even recognize it. Number 4, because you deserve something different and you deserve something better. Man, that's real talk, y'all. Let me talk to these. I want you to do the same, Tanya, for those on your line. Angel Eyes, you deserve something different and you deserve something better. Giovanna, you deserve something different, baby girl, and you deserve something better. Shaida, you deserve something different and better. Danny, don't make me come for you. You deserve something different and you deserve something better. And Carol Casper, you deserve something different and you deserve something better.
Anthony out there, you deserve something different and you deserve something better. Tanya, I'm focusing on, I got 2 pages open. Tanya Evans, you deserve something different and something better. I knew it a long time ago, and I was waiting on God to give it to me. And I said, Lord, it was after my son passed away, I really got close to God. I said, Lord, and the way I talked to my dad, I know this ain't what you got for me. This can't be it.
Gotta be more.
And I need you to do something now. And when you do it, Lord, it needs to be a super casual, fragilistic, espialidocious type of blessing, so that the people will know it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yes.
But everything to do with you. And I'm telling you, people look at me now, but this girl you ain't just traveling state to state. You going all over the world. Like how? I said, God did it. God did it. Make him want to sing a song about how He did it. How He doing it.
And we just get started. And Gloria, you know that you deserve something different and you deserve something better. As he says, write the vision. God made the provision. Danny got her hands up.
Yeah.
Amen. Prophesying over here. Check this out, y'all. We're going to hit you with this short video. One of the things that Coach Tanya and I, we are absolutely jacked out of our mind, excited about. She's had far more than I. She don't stay home, y'all, but she's been about 100 places around. She's been doing a lot of catching up. Let's just say it that way. She's been traveling about 100 places in a 2-year period, somewhere in that neighborhood. But take a look at this, and you will understand why we want to share this with you. Not trying to get anything from you, trying to get something to you. Take a look real quick.
Imagine taking 4- and 5-star vacations every year at 2-star prices while earning a lucrative income at the same time. Yes, it's possible. We make this and more possible for you. Can you picture yourself traveling wherever and whenever you want? If so, you're exactly where you need to be today. We'll show you how to create an additional profit center that will help you alleviate the stress of double-digit inflation. No more dreaming about luxurious vacations. Start taking them for pennies on the dollar. Say goodbye to financial stress and start living your life to the fullest. The best part is you can start today and change your life and the lives of your family members for the better. This opportunity is for everyone, including you. We'll be with you every step of the way. Create a simple and fun business where you can travel more, better, for less, and earn a residual income. Whether you have spare time, part-time availability, or you want to go all in, we have the flexibility to accommodate your schedule. What sets us apart is that we're revolutionizing the travel industry in ways that have never been done before. We provide exclusive access to prices that you won't find anywhere else, offering specially curated trips to 4- and 5-star properties at 2-star prices. Not only that, but our compensation plan is groundbreaking, offering opportunities for earnings that have never been seen before. If the timing is right in your life, this additional profit center will bring a big smile to your face. Imagine the joy of seeing your bank account grow while enjoying the beach and exploring new destinations. Don't hesitate to reach out to the person who shared this information with you. They can provide you with more details and answer any questions you may have. We can't wait to welcome you to our community of travel enthusiasts who are living their best lives and making a huge difference. We'll see you on the beach and at the bank.
I just love that video there. It so much summarizes one of the things that we're most grateful for. Number one, this travel club that we represent called Trevorium. And we want you to get back with the person that shared this with you, whoever they are. And the reason is because they can answer all your questions. It's not our point tonight to answer a bunch of questions, but I've been a part of the club for 7 years, travel agent for 12. Tanya, how long have you been a member of the club?
5 amazing years.
And approximately how many places have you been?
I'm getting ready to take my 71st trip, the first trip of 2025, but all told 71 trips. This will be my 71st trip, and the fact that I have 6 more already lined up, booked, and paid for the year 2025. I remember before Trevorium, I was traveling in my dreams. I'm traveling, dreaming with my eyes, but I've never had a dream. I've never had a dream of me actually going to Africa, to Dubai, Puerto Vallarta. I was thinking about, all I wanted to do was travel in the United States. You mean to tell me that the baby girl done visited 3 different continents? My feet done put me on. Continents.
Not countries, continents.
Continents.
I love it.
And now I'm talking about, I'm getting a little misty-eyed because it can be, I'm doing it. It has literally changed my whole entire. I feel like Job. And in my devotional today, it was giving me a reminder because it was on the book of Job. And Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I feel like God is giving me back. God is giving me back some of the things that I gave to the enemy and the stuff that he done stole. Oh, sucker.
Both. Both.
I mean, I got a smile on my face, a constant smile that I didn't think that I would ever get back. I'm a new person.
That's it. That's
a better
it.
life is just totally an understatement.
Yes.
But it can definitely, it changed the fact that the stuff that I was doing before, I'm still doing it. Just this company, having a company attached to it, it enhanced everything about it. It just enhanced
because here's the reality, y'all. Shout out, we got some comments. Sky's the limit. That's right, SE. You sure right. Anthony Montgomery, 3 years in. Absolutely. Go and grasp what God has in store for you and your family in his name. Yes, absolutely right. Listen, guys, let me say it this way. Many of you all are traveling already. It's always been something that you've been doing. It's been something you've been a part of. But here's the reality with this opportunity that we have our hands on. As I mentioned, I've been a travel agent. My wife and I, we became travel agents actually now 13 years ago. I think we crossed over in January of this month into the 13th year. But nonetheless, this club for 7. And let me tell you what I know. The trips we've taken, the vacations, the getaways, what we do many times, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year, we're not even paying in the 3, 4, 5, or 6 places that we go a year. We're not even, for all of that combined, the cost of it doesn't even come close to 1 or 2 trips that we used to take, even as travel agents. That's how powerful this travel club is. Hear me when I tell you, there is no close second, third, or fourth to how much money we are able to save because of this club. And then on the back side of it, if you're the type of person that doesn't mind open your mouth and you don't mind sharing good stuff with good people, man, this company has a referral program that's out of this world, and they pay you. Did you hear me? I said they pay you. Man,
they pay me.
If you want to pay for your flights, if you want to pay for all your souvenirs, get all that paid for, you want to pay for the finest restaurants that you're going to dine in, we got a way that you can cover all that. In fact, you want to pay your car note, you want to pay your house, your mortgage, what you want to pay. We got an opportunity that all of that is possible when you share this thing with the right amount of people. And it's a simple system, y'all. It's a referral system. But we're not going to stay on that too long because we got some ground to cover, and I'm going to get right back to that. We're going to get back to that in a moment. Right now, we're going to get back to this conversation, baby girl, because we're talking about why now is the time to make your move, whatever that move is. Some of y'all need to be making this move right here, but maybe it's another move. I don't know. You got to know for yourself. Number 1, why now? Yesterday is gone. We ain't going back to that. Number 2, we said tomorrow will be based on what you do today, right here, right now. Number 3, you've already been preparing for it. You don't need more preparation. You need some execution. You need just put some Nikes on and just do that thing. Number 4, because you deserve something different and you deserve something better. That's why now is the time, because we cannot. Y'all saw them jelly beans, man. Number 5, why now is the time? Because you are not getting any younger. I ain't trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude. What was homeboy name? I forgot his name. They had that group. You ain't getting no young. What was homeboy name? Was that Nelly? Who was that? Who was that? You ain't getting no younger.
Wait, you ain't getting no younger. I don't know, Pastor Bill. I don't know. I be seeing Coach D. Coach D is looking younger.
He is looking.
I'm looking young
already. We're gonna talk about that.
Hey, I'm moving.
Ambassadors get younger, y'all. We gonna look at that.
I'm moving in ambassador status because I'm ambassador bound.
Yes, Lord.
Hey, man. But I don't care how long it take me.
I know you're right about it. Listen, y'all, please don't miss this calculation. We are not going backward. We are going forward. Yes. And all of us, even when you take good care of yourself, even when you're in perfect health, even when you can still run that half marathon to a marathon every year, whatever you do, even when you can swim 30 laps still ain't getting any younger, y'all. And the fact of the matter is, if you're going to do the thing, now would be the time to get it done. Number 6, because the perfect conditions that you've been waiting for, they never will arrive. They're not going to show up. It's going to be a no-show on perfect conditions, y'all. There never have been perfect conditions. People just take action, imperfect action, in an imperfect time, and they make the thing happen that they know God has given them to do. And he will bless the work of your hands. We have far too many people waiting on something else, and you got it right there in front of your face. We have people in this. My wife retired 6 months early because of this. And that's just scratching the surface, y'all. We got people that they've changed their whole lifestyle. Coach D, my mentor, sponsor, she was a 6-figure income earner with the government. She got laid off. It took her approximately 20 years with the government before she got advanced on that level. She worked for, I think, 3 presidential administrations. I believe it was Bush, it was Clinton, and Obama. She worked for every administration, and then she said it wasn't a pink slip, it was a blue slip. I think blue was the color she said. And found out that she no longer had that job. But it wasn't just her. It was hundreds of persons who no longer had employment with the U.S. government, guys. So I know you think you got the safe government job and it's plush, this and that, or you work for this. Security has changed, y'all. There is no job security like it used to be. You got to have something. God bless the job that has their own. So stop waiting for perfect conditions. This is an opportunity, y'all, that can really be a blessing and an enhancement to your life. It's not pie in the sky. It'll be what you make it to be. But here's number 7, and we're going to move on. Procrastination and fear are not your friend, and they're costing you dearly. Every day you wait, it's costing you to wait. I'm going to say it again. It's costing you to wait. Giovanna asked Disney trips. My God, we'll be in Orlando this weekend, Giovanna. We got so many things. Lord have mercy. We got folks.
I took my grands to Disney World.
Yeah, we got friends and members who go to Disney and all that 2-3 times a year with this opportunity because of all the discounts and things that can be acquired. There's no space on the planet that you'll want to go to that this opportunity doesn't get you there. And back to this point, procrastination and fear, y'all. Please don't think they're your friends. Please don't think they're helping you. Don't make that your BFF. They are not. They don't like you. They're hurting you. And they are costing you dearly. And then lastly, number 8, and we're going to get to a video here. Number 8, y'all. Someone is counting on you to become who you were always meant to be. My God, yes. My God, my God. I need to say that one more again. Someone, you might not even know who it is, but they've been watching you and they've been leaning on you and they've been depending on you, whether they know you in person or not. But when you make your move, it's not just going to impact you. It's also going to impact them because you've been their model. You've been their example. You've been their template. You've been their GPS and they've been guided by you. You got to make sure you do something with that thing called life because it's not just about you. Somebody's counting on you. Somebody's depending on you. So live your not just best life, but live your blessed life because someone else is going to be blessed as a result of how you live yours. Let me do this. I'm going to go to the comments and then we got some videos that we're going to get to.
Before you
go right ahead.
Before you go to the comments, I just wanted to touch on 7 and 8.
Come
that
on.
Fear. Let me tell you about that fear. Fear is the false evidence appearing real. There were so many times that I was taking these trips. Yeah, granted, I didn't have a clue as to where I was going because it was the first time. But it was people trying to discourage me not to go. Like when we went to Dubai, it's flooding over there. I said, I'm going to pack my floaties. It was like this. You ain't scared to fly. How else am I gonna get there? I don't want to fly. Listen,
Skateboard.
and all the visions or whatever my mind was making me believe it was gonna happen. Tanya was going scared and all, and all of that fear was for nothing. It was a waste of time because nothing happened. I got there safe and sound, had a great time. Like I said, if God ordered it, he gonna make the provisions for
Absolutely.
it. And the last one, what was the last one? What was number 8?
Let me bring it up for you.
Bring up number 8.
Someone is counting on you.
Pastor Mel, remember when I very first met you? I didn't know you from a can of paint, and I was you was telling me about this business, and you was like, and I had to ask, are you one of them lying pastors? But had you not said yes after Coach D, as Coach D always said, being nosy, had you not said yes, I mean, had she not said yes, then you wouldn't be in it. Had you not said yes, I mean, Leroy wouldn't have been in it. I don't know how, but had Leroy not connected me with you, not only are you my business partner in the business, but we've traveled together, but you are my pastor.
And I'm so honored. It humbles me.
It's just amazing. And to me, it is so much more than travel.
It's bigger than travel, y'all. Somebody put that in the comments, please. She just hit a gold mine right there. She just struck oil. Eureka, y'all. This is so much bigger than travel. It's relationships, y'all. It's life. It's ministry. We've done ministry engagements in several continents now.
Yes.
Every single time when we were in Dubai, man, we doing ministry in Dubai. We doing ministry in Jamaica. We doing ministry in Hawaii. You got to understand what I'm saying, y'all. This thing is bigger than travel. We got a video for you. I want y'all to take a look at this, and then we'll be right back. We're not going to hold you much longer than that. Take a look at this one first. You got to see it for yourself. Maybe it's for your family reunion. It's so many ways you can just work this thing for the saving side, the income. It'll do what you want it to. Take a look. Joshua Generation, where you at? Ready to take your travel to a whole new level in 2025? As you do God's kingdom work and also make time for your own much-needed recreation, recharge, and reflection? Isn't it time to take much better care of yourself, your family, your ministry at the same time? Why must you choose one against the other? You need a solid way to avoid stacking up travel expenses to pay back on your credit card. Interested in finding out how you could travel better, travel more, and pay a whole lot less, even less than travel agents? Set yourself up to enjoy refreshing 4- and 5-star getaways a few times every single year without any timeshare affiliation or any long-term obligation. Find out how you can get top worldwide and national destinations at unbelievable prices, and again, at better than travel agent rate. Get access to our more than 100 plus world tour options to create your own events for yourself, your family, and even your ministry. Use them for your own sabbaticals, for your small groups, your retreats, or even your leadership team getaways. Or maybe the sisters need to come together as they always do. And don't forget the brothers. Bro, we can't leave you out for the men's ministry gatherings. Maybe you want to use it for your young adult fellowships or kingdom workshops and masterminds. And of course, don't leave out your own relaxation and recreation. Well, just click the link below and let's get these travel parties started. Carol Casper says, yes, it's so much more than travel. She absolutely hit it on the head. Let me see. We got Donna Beckingham is in the house. Thank you for joining us, my dear. Angel Eye says, I'm retiring. And my brother yesterday told me that he wants to travel the world. This is our confirmation. That's what I'm talking about. Just right there. Giovanna asked the question, do you all book the trips or do you need to join the travel club? And you answered it, Tanya. Join the travel club, because I can tell you even as a travel agent who could book anything for you that you wanted to book, all of the bookings are retail based when you're using a travel agent or when you're booking your own travel. You're pulling from retail rates. Our club doesn't have retail rates. All of our rates. It's just like the comparison of Netflix. When you used to pay for all your movies at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or wherever you went to go rent those videos, $4, $5, $6 a video. And now with Netflix, what are you paying? $13 a month, and you watch whatever you want whenever. We have such a powerful way for you to travel, and it'll do more than you can even imagine. So we'll talk about that. We'll answer all your questions for you. As he says, finally living the dream for real. Yep, this dream you can open your eyes on. Somebody write that down. This dream you can open your eyes on. So that's what this thing is about. I want to go to one more. You know what? I'm not going to play. No, I will play this last video, and then the rest of them we'll just talk through, and we'll be finished with that. There's some authors out there, and what I mean by that, you may never have written your book, but it's in you to do. It's an assignment. It's a dream. You've been through so much. There are things that you have experienced, survived, and lived to tell a story about, but the story, the way you've been telling it, only a handful of people know about it. I believe that God has preserved you not just for yourself, but for the benefit of many other people. And that small circle of persons that you've told that story to in a verbal form, in an oral form, is not sufficient. It needs to be written. It needs to be published. It needs to be sent around the world. And we have the perfect platform and opportunity for you to go places just like we've done many, many times and have events and all kind of occasions, professional at that. So take a look at this. If you know anybody that got a story to tell and they're ready to tell it, they need to holler. Take a look.
Father's favorite family, this is Pastor Mel, founder for Going Places. And it's past time for your voice to be heard. You waited and wasted enough time. Your message has got to get out.
Someone say going places. Going places. Someone shout going places. Going places.
See, you've been called to far greater places and spaces than your block, your street and local neighborhood. And I have an unction that you too have been called to the nations. This much I know. The reason that God gave you that gift inside of you was to make room for you and to take you before great men and women so that He could get the glory while you tell your story. I also know for a fact that so many of us have that greatness in us, but we lack a solid coach to give what I needed for myself so many years ago and had to struggle for, like the strategy, the systems, and the structures to help stir up and release that greatness that God placed inside of you before you were even born. Well, welcome to Going Places, your specially designed 5-day virtual relaunch challenge hosted by yours truly. Get ready for your opportunity and put you more on point, not only with your purpose, but with some profit.
Baby girl, you tell us how you felt to be in key destinations around the globe, telling your story, not only that was written, but also now that you have an opportunity to speak at with international audiences, small and growing. What does that feel like, and how much of your dream is being fulfilled and realizing that?
Wow. Man, I've always wanted to be a published author and things of that nature, and dreaming as a kid, going all over the world. And I remember my third grade teacher, Dr. Cope. You chiming in, if you see this anywhere, Dr. Cope, you need to get in touch with me, because I remember her telling me that the job that I wanted, because it was career day, and she had, it was people there talking about their jobs, and she had asked what I wanted to be. And I said, I just want to get dressed and get real pretty and just travel all over the world and get paid to do it. And she said, that does not exist until it does. And I remember, how people, they tell you, people that don't have the capacity. That's what I'll call it, the capacity for who you really are and everything. And you tend to believe those things, but when God tells you a thing, he'll give you the tools that you need. They already in you. He done already gave you the talents. But I learned that God wants a return on his talents.
He sure enough do.
And there are things that's going to happen in life. And I feel like it's just been material for a time such as this. So everything I've gone through, it was for the good. And look at me now. Look at the song say, look at me now. I done wrote one book and got and co-authored on another book and working on the third book.
This is God.
It's just a blessing.
He's a way maker.
Like I said, going back to the book of Job, God gave him everything back and then some. And the then some in my life it hasn't even scratched the surface, as we like to say. I haven't even scratched the surface.
Yes, and I would attest to that for myself as well. Angel Eyes says everything is possible in Christ Jesus. Absolutely. And then she must have been watching one of my favorite movies. So it is written, so let it be done. That's what Pharaoh said. Hey, what? She says, how much is the club? Call me up and we'll talk about everything that you want to know. We'll answer all those questions for you. Essie says, speak it into existence and believe it and execute it. Listen, we're going to wrap it up with this. I want Tanya to kind of talk a little bit about the tax advantages. We won't go off into the details of the price, not because we have anything to hide, but let me just throw this at you. It costs you more money not to be in the club than it does to be in the club. Because the money that you pay to get into the club will save you 3, 4, 5, 6 times the amount that you will pay if you're traveling for the travel that you take by not being in the club. It pays for itself many times over. And I got receipts, yo. I got documentation that beats conversation. And I can argue that with anybody all day. So the thing of it is, it's the way to not only make your travel pay for itself, but it's also the perfect way to make your travel pay you. Our travel has been paying us for the past 7 years. We done been to Greece, Jamaica multiple times, Bahamas multiple times, Mexico multiple times, Dubai already. We're planning Dubai again this year. Hawaii, cruises. Got another cruise this year too.
I got 2 cruises this year.
Been all over the United States, y'all. It's just too much. I can't remember all this stuff. But my point is this: we're paying less than we've ever paid, even as travel agents, and is paying us.
Yes.
So you be the judge of it. Hit me up or hit up the person that invited you to share this, that invited you to see this information, to share this information with you, not to get anything from you, but to get something to you. That's what we want to do. If we can help you win, and we believe we can, if we can help you dream better, live better, have better, that helps us because we win together and we're creating winning communities of individuals. Sometimes you'll have your own thing that you're doing and you'll be traveling alone by yourself, but you'll know that we were a part of it. And we were a part of it, and now you're traveling like a rock star by yourself, doing your thing, saving all kind of money, and enjoying life. And sometimes we have friends and family. Tanya and I, we've been around. Ain't that something? We've been around a while together, guys.
Man, Pastor Mill, we getting ready to see each other in a couple weeks. I mean, in a few days. My bad, a few days. A few days. I'm leaving out Thursday to head to Orlando. We're taking a cruise together. We did the yacht experience.
Come on now.
I took a 2-day train ride to come to San Antonio.
See, God is good. Tanya, before we go, do this because some people need to hear this too. Essie says she wants to go back to Turkey. Oh my God, Essie, you got to see what we got in Turkey. You got to see it for yourself. Because if I throw those prices at you, most people don't believe it until they see it. That's just how it is. But if we showed you the prices that we have for turkey, my God, my God, my God, I'm trying to tell you. Tanya, close us out with this. The things is bigger than travel. The money that people can save on their taxes when they use this to their advantage, and the multiple other areas in the entertainment club. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you done bought a few extra things through this club that ain't got nothing to do with travel and saved a few dollars. Could you tell us about that, and we're going to close it out? Because we could talk about this all day, but we're not going to do that tonight because we got another call we got to get on.
We got 9 minutes, and I'm gonna tell you in 3. I've done concert tickets, movie theater tickets. I've done a musical. I mean, there's football tickets, basketball tickets. Let me tell you, I bought my 2023 Kia Telluride out of I'm using our platform. Got all the bells and whistles that I could ever want. Moonroof, heated seats, automatic start. Got $10,000 off the MSRP and free oil changes for the life of my vehicle. And it wasn't in the same city where I was at. I got employee pricing. I'm not even an employee of the dealership, but they had the nerve. They was asking me, how did you get this deal? I said, hey, it's a part of this club. It's so much more than travel. I mean, groceries. When I go out to eat, when I tell you this opportunity that you briefly heard about, that you need to get on this faith leaders call that's happening in 7 minutes so that you can hear the full presentation and opportunity for itself. Listen, when I tell you I've written off every single last one of these trips. Now, mind you, the trips that I booked, let me tell you how good and strategic God you is. Listen, all the trips, the 7 trips that I booked for 2025 was paid for in 2023. Therefore, I will be getting, in 2024. So my trips, when I file my taxes this year, I'm getting money back from trips that I booked for this year that I ain't even took yet. Now, listen, it don't take a rocket scientist that long. It don't take nobody that long to go crazy. But when you are a part of when you have your own home-based business, I'm going to leave it with that. Your startup fee is a write-off. Your monthly fee is a write-off. Everything you do pertaining to your business is a write-off. Business lunches, business travel expenses. You know, I wrote off that 2023 Telluride last year. You can write, look, that's my company vehicle. Listen, they were supposed to teach us this in school.
Hello.
Somebody dropped the ball, but now you don't have to be ignorant anymore, because the lack of knowledge, that's a form of ignorance. And it's not your fault. It's not my fault. When I was growing up, I was taught by for me, the wisest person in the world, my grandfather. You go to school, get a good education, either go to the military or go off to college. I chose the military. I was trying to get away, but I didn't travel this much while I was in the military. Hello. I just got my passport when I was 40-something years old. I'm only 40-something. But I had to get a rush on it because I booked an overseas trip. I went to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for 5 days, all inclusive, for $29 for the whole time for 2 people.
Good God.
And I got the receipt. I went to Dubai for $49 for six days. Actually, when you can ball out on the budget, you can add a few extra days. And I did that. So I was in Dubai for 8 days riding camels. And like I said, I saved money on my excursions and having dinner in the sky. I was only dreaming with my eyes closed, and now I can dream with my eyes wide open. So hey, get back to that person. You seen the Zoom ID? We getting on there right now. We about to close this and get on there right now. So yes, get your passport, Esmeralda. But it's plenty of places that's still connected to the United States until that passport come on in. But go ahead, get it. It's a write-off.
Oh yeah.
It's a
we don't have to wait.
It's a
we don't
write-off.
have to wait for the passport. We don't have to wait. We can
get into the business first before you start writing stuff off, and make sure you talk to your tax preparer. But do your research. But all I tell you is what God loves, and that's the truth. Mic drop.
Let me go to these comments, and we're gonna shut it on down. She says, "Kendra, for real? Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real.
For real.
She needs her passport now. Yeah, we recommend you get it. but you don't have to wait. You what they say? You don't have to wait till the battle's over. You can shout now. Lady K says, I recently paid less than $117 for 2 days for a 7-passenger SUV. And I know that to be the
It's
case.
so much more than travel.
Because
It's
she left
so
it.
much more.
Yep. So listen, guys, we got a call to get on. It's called the Faith Leaders Call, part of Team Legacy, led by none other than our ambassador, Coach Deborah Taylor. Shout out to you, Cal. And let me tell you, she's leading the team, y'all. She is a multiple six-figure income earner who has showed what is possible. When her husband died, please hear this. He was a 2-star director, earning about $24,000 a year in this travel club because of the referral basis. But after his death, even after his death, his business, which was willable, so it was willed to his grandchildren. And even though he's in heaven, please hear what I'm saying, the business continued to grow. That was 3 years ago. In a year and a half, I think it was altogether about 17 months or so, his business grew from $24,000 a year to over $100,000 a year. This year, I think the business earned in his absence over $150,000. And that's just his side of the business. And his wife's side is just about equal to that, which is we're about to get on a Team Legacy call. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, this is something that can change not only the life that you live, but it can change the life for your children and your children's children. Please don't underestimate the words that are coming out my mouth. I have no reason to exaggerate, no reason for any hyperbole. Whether you do or you don't, we're going to do what we do. It's already working for us. Get all your questions answered. Exercise all due diligence. On the money side, it is not a lottery ticket. It is not pie in the sky. But if you work it, it works. And we're going to work this thing. Amen. God bless you, y'all. We'll see you on the call. It's a Zoom call. That's, what is that? Zoom.us, right? .com. And the ID, I got it on the screen there, is 851-820-84922. That's our Faith Leaders Call. We got some preaching and teaching going on up there, and the presentation will be shared as well. Let us know that you're going to join us. What were you saying, baby girl?
Make sure you inbox the person that shared this so you can get that beautiful password, because this is an invite only.
Yes, there is password sensitive. So make sure you inbox that person so that you can join us there, and we'll see you in the Zoom room. God bless you real good. Thank y'all for chiming in, and we'll see you in the Zoom room. If not, the beach is the bank, or both.